Do what you do. Hey guys, happy Turkey Day. And I want to share with you guys tonight my plan to gobble up Instagram because for the first time in probably about 2 years, I really want to make Instagram my focus in the upcoming year. And I know for a fact that part of the reason my Instagram doesn't grow is because, to be honest, I really don't spend too much time on Instagram. And where your time goes and your attention goes, that's where your numbers goes. So right now I have 5,135 followers on Instagram. My goal is to get to 10K followers by 12:30 minimum. So if you're not following me on Instagram already, make sure you follow me at wealth_speaker because it's about to go down. Now tonight you get an opportunity to come to my Instagram training where I'm going to be teaching you how to create 30 days of Instagram content when you join my membership for only 7 days, for only $7 for 7 days. So you get to try out my membership, which by the way is banging, right? For only $7. So make sure you go to bit.ly/blackgirlcash 2020. Girl, tell me how lit we about to have this membership every day.
Baby, it's about to be lit. You hear me? It's already lit. It's
It's already
already
lit.
lit.
It's already lit.
It already is. So let me just start there. Baby, we finna hit these streets for $7. Really, I feel a little cheated. I didn't get to join for $7, man. So y'all getting the opportunity to come and grab it up for $7. I guarantee you ain't gonna want to leave after that 7 days. You just not. You
You
gonna
know,
say, you know what, this home. That's what I've been looking for.
like the old folks say, I feel like going home. That's what old folks say. They feel like going home. So why is it critical for you to be on top of your Instagram? Number one, you got to be consistent. If you want to really take over any platform, and when I talk about consistent, I'm not talking about even one post a day. Thank you, Bridget, for sharing. I'm talking about eating the stories alive. I'm talking about eating. I'm talking about just being vicious. And that's what we're gonna talk about, a takeover. Like either people gonna follow you or they gonna get tired of seeing you, one or the two. And so that's where that content for 30 days comes in, because I'm going to teach you tonight to think about content in a way you may not have thought about content in the past. A lot of people think of content as, oh my God, what am I going to post today? And if you're in the dark like that, unfortunately, you're going to stay in the dark. So it's critical for you to know in advance what you're going to post, because your post has to have a flow, right? And if you don't have a flow to what you're gonna post, then why would people follow you?
Right. And I think it's also too to understand that all of these platforms work differently in terms of how they work in the background. So you may be mastering Facebook, but you ain't got a clue what you're doing on Instagram. So all of them have different ways. All of the algorithms are different. There's a lot of different pieces and components that go with these different platforms. So you need to get the right education to go with each one. You can't do the same thing on Facebook that you do on Instagram.
You cannot. You cannot. And you may be tempted to because it's easy. Who is this in our broadcast?
I think you dropped it in that other chat. So
Mm-mm. Girl, who is that? Ah,
okay, coach, I got a little spook right there.
girl, who was? Girl, that's the internet. Welcome to the internet. So, too, I'm going to be doing some things on Instagram that I'm not doing anywhere else. So I'm about to literally, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that tonight when we talk about that 30 days of Instagram content. Because if you want people to follow you at a certain place, hey, Dawn, you've got to you got to get them something to follow you for. And I think a lot of times we don't realize that everybody's pleasure button is different. So you got to give people something really, really good nowadays in order to follow you. Those things you gave them in the past, they just not good enough because people are doing some real life stuff on Instagram. And on Instagram, you over there with Beyonce, you over there with Kim Kardashian, you over there with the celebrities. So if you ain't turned way, way, way up on Instagram, then you're gonna get left way, way, way behind. So my followers right now is at 5135. That's on November 26th. So my goal is to get to 10K. And why 10K followers? Because with 10,000 followers, you can add links to your posts. With 10,000 followers, Sharuk, you trying to come into my broadcast? Sharuk.
I, I told you dropped it in
Sharuk,
that other.
you think this the meeting chat? Oh, did I put it in the wrong chat?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. They probably trying to come to a meeting. Can you let them know it's not no meeting?
I got it.
Okay. That's my sales team, y'all. That is hilarious. And then you got to keep it creative over on Instagram too, because Instagram they used to the bar being real real high in creativity. And I was telling my mentees this the other night. And again, if you want to come to the 30 days of Instagram content tonight, the webinar for only $7 when you join the membership for a 7-day trial. Make sure you go to bit.ly/blackgirlcash2020. It's gonna say 59, but when you click on the checkout, it's gonna say only $7. It's because, and one of the reasons I'll be honest that I've avoided Instagram all this time is just I'm not a fan of the paparazzi. Hey, Patty Rain, happy holidays. I'm not a fan of taking a selfie every 5 minutes. I'm not a fan of taking a picture of what outfit but in order to have what you've never had, you got to do what you've never done. So I'm going to make it a challenge to my community. I'm probably going to end up starting an Instagram group called Team Instagram so we can collaborate and do things like that. But you've got to do something different. And I could be honest with you, I probably don't spend 15 minutes a week on Instagram. And I get what I spend.
Yeah, I used to be on there heavy, probably about 2 years ago, but now I rarely get on there. You can kind of tell, like when I would get on there 2 years ago, it was really active. Is my posts would get a lot more views. I had a lot more likes. And I decided to fell off the bandwagon. I'm way. People don't see my stuff at all. They just don't. I'm just not on people's feeds no more.
And that's another thing you got to realize, that consistency or lack thereof. Every time you stop doing something that you had a habit of doing, you got to start back all over again from scratch. It's like that with live stream too. And especially with everybody and their mama live streaming nowadays, you got to really get in there and be consistent, and don't be afraid to do what everybody else is not doing. So tonight's webinar is going to be amazing. Like I said, if you've been on the fence as to whether to join this community or not, this $7 should turn you. Because $7 you can feed me and my kids for 7 days. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, baby. We already got the leftovers. All we need tomorrow is maybe a little piece of side, a little piece of cornbread to go with the greens. I might start cooking them tonight. Let's just let them cook all. Let them cook all night. Because, for Thanksgiving, baby, you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner be Thanksgiving. Shanaja, what y'all cook over? What you got for leftovers over there?
We got macaroni and cheese. We got green beans. We got dressing. We smoked the chicken. We didn't do a whole turkey. It just didn't make sense. So we just smoked the chicken, and that's it. And it's 6:32. So I think I'm gonna do my last round about 7, and I'm gonna call it quits. You know, I started at about 10 o'clock nibbling, and I'm just gonna do one more round at 7 o'clock.
I'm gonna do one more round by 7. Our webinar tonight is at 9, so that'll give me time to have the itis. I'm gonna go have everything I need prepared before then. That'll give me time to come on, get my little food out the way, get the itis, get it out the way. And by 9 o'clock, y'all, I'm gonna be ready. So make sure you go to bit.ly/blackgirlcash2020, pay your $7 down. And so you'll be ready. And whether you come or not, I promise you this. If you're listening and you say, okay, I'm not sure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tonight's webinar. I'm going to act a fool in it. Then I'm going to take it. And when I get to 10,000 followers in the next 30 days, I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to offer it to you again for $99 or join my membership. See, right now I'm offering it to you for 7. But you know what the old folks say about a hard head. So you ain't got to join for 7. When I go over here and whistle while I twerk, go ahead and start and do my IG part and whistle while I twerk something. Y'all not going to understand it. So it's better to get in early than it is to get in late. Always, 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 especially if you know this is something you need. And you do have to have a plan. Right, Crystal? I ain't playing with them, y'all.
And Coach, some of these people, they be, especially people in the beauty industry, they be really sleeping on IG. Their beauty is so big on IG, and if that for anybody need to be over there, but specifically for beauty, that is your space. Facebook's not gonna do it for you. That's your
Or
hub.
anything that is aesthetic. Watch this. Beauty, fashion, food, anything that those visually appealing pictures, that's where you need to be at. You need to be on Instagram straight plex. Because you're right, Facebook's not going to do it for you. These other apps are not going to do it for you. Pinterest might, but you know less about Pinterest than you know about Instagram. So you may as well come on over here, because that is where style happens.
It does.
I'm gonna say that is where style happens. So over the next, I'm gonna say, and that's another reason for you to join the membership, is so you can stay in tune with everything I'm gonna do over the next 30 days, and you can watch and say, okay, that's an action plan. I'm gonna do that too. So tonight is the kickoff. Okay, 30 days of Instagram content. Here we go. This is what I'm gonna do for the next 30 days. Then after that, as I kick that off, I'm gonna come back in and add something else. I'm gonna come back in and add something else. So, you gotta have a plan. And your plan has to involve your big plan of what's to sell or how you gonna make money. It does you no good to go over there and get more followers just to get more followers if you're not grabbing the bag. It doesn't. It does not. So if you haven't already gone and claimed your membership for only $7 when you join for a 7-day trial, this next 7 days is gonna blow your mind. And you're gonna realize what you've been missing out there in the internet streets, trying to figure out stuff by yourself. And this is one thing that blows me away about social media. Some of y'all really don't understand how social media works. So I had somebody reach out to me and they were like, all of these celebrities be marketing on my Instagram. And I said, wow, well, why would they need your help marketing on your Instagram? Well, why don't they market on their own Instagram? I mean, they are after all celebrities. And after I finished the conversation, I had to break it down to like, do you really like know how social media works? Because anybody can post anything in the feed. That's not your Instagram. You can't monetize that. The only thing you can monetize is what's on your page. So you got to know the difference between a feed and a page. Most of us didn't go to any school to learn social media. We learned it from other, not even experts. We didn't learn it from Gary Vee. We didn't learn it from Russell Brunson. We didn't learn it from them. We learned it from Pookie and Ray Ray. And we saw what Pookie and Ray Ray was posting online. They got a couple of likes and ha-has. So somewhere along the way, we started chasing followers for the wrong reasons. And we started saying, let me grow my following versus let me grow an engaged following of individuals who are going to pay me. Let me grow an engaged membership of individuals who are going to, you know, collaborate with me, partner with me, refer people to me, pay me.
Oh, I like that you said engaged. Because I mean, what you got all them followers for? Just to have them? You can't make no money, no connection. Like I don't care about having 100K followers if they ain't breaking bread and
Let
we
me
doing
tell you,
business
that's
together.
the biggest way to know who bought their followers.
Mm.
When you look online and you see all of them followers and you don't see any engagement, then you got a problem. And so we got to know the root cause of why we do what we do. And it has more to do with it than just getting a number. Part of the number is the more numbers you have following you, the more people you have that will potentially buy your stuff. That's the reason you want more followers. But like I was telling earlier this morning, if you excuse me, girl, that's not the COVID. It's not, girl. Because anytime anybody cough in my house, I look at them just like this. Girl, they be over here wearing masks and splatter shields and everything else because I'm looking at them crazy.
People can't even cough no more.
You can't, girl, not in public. You better not cough or sneeze in public. Then you gonna get them. Then you gonna get them people that eye your mom used to give you when you was about to get a whooping. What the girl? You gonna get them that eye right there. But like I was telling them, if you sell vegan products and you got 10,000 people that eat pork hot dogs following you, that's no good. Who cares? That's not gonna do you or anybody else a bit of good. So not only do you need followers, but you need followers who want what you have. You need people who embody what you embody. They have the same morality, the same ethics as you. When I first started on Facebook and I would see people posting all these pictures of the grandma twerking and people posting all these pictures of the ghetto weddings with the Kool-Aid champagne fire. I said, girl, no. Is it funny? Absolutely. Is it what I want to see up and down my timeline? It's not. So how about I do this? How about I just move you to the corner and not see what you posting because it's a distraction for me. You even got to decide why you on these social media platforms to begin with. So I'm gonna get out of here, Shanendra. I think a lot of people is on their second plate, their second nap. I'm gonna be back around 8:30ish to remind you guys about tonight. But don't wait till the 11th hour to join that membership. Now they be messaging me while I'm in class. Tell my coach I can't get in because I just joined. Go on and put that $7 out down at bit.ly/Black Girl Cash 2020 and get in the room tonight so we can get your Instagram off the ground. Okay, love you guys. See you in a minute.